So you stuck around and you're curious about what I really think about this. If you don't, just move on. Not a big deal. All right, $75,000, $2,500, non-diesel. It is just a gas V8. Allison transmission, 4-wheel drive, pretty basic interior, which is nice. Heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, heated back seats, infotainment system, nice big screen up here, nice screen up there. Doesn't take up everything, which is nice. 2 glove boxes, but both glove boxes are just stupid small. I mean, with how much dash room we have here, you could have made the just one glove box, make it big. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Storage, pretty limited on these bigger trucks. They look big, but you would think there would be just storage all over the place. I mean, there's a little bit here, a little bit in the door. Obviously the 2 glove boxes, some in the back, underneath the seats. I mean, it's not crazy. This isn't a crazy vehicle. I do appreciate the fact there is an actual shifter handle here to shift instead of a dial. I'm so sick of dials or push buttons on that. It's crazy. I do appreciate that it's a V8, because V8s are little by little dying until just recently here, everything's starting to try, you know, they said, oh shit, we fucked up, and now they're trying to reverse back and bring everything back. The only thing I don't get is how big the truck is. The truck is massive, absolutely massive, and yet if you go look underneath the engine bay here, there's about 4 feet from the very front to about the front of the engine. There's about 4 feet. I could literally put my own 4-year-old right there as a length. And it would just, it's just, there's a lot of open space here. You know what that reminds me of? Remember the back in the 70s, those old muscle cars where all they had was just so much engine room. Everything was just so big and brash, and the engine was just so damn small. And it made no sense. Like, let me show you. I get there's probably some area for caution in this, like, hey, you know, this is for safety reasons, but look how much it is. So the engine starts here, right there, okay? The engine starts roughly right about here. We've got all of this, and then we hit the outside. That's a hell of a lot of room. Maybe not 4 feet, but we're talking like, what, 2.5 feet right there? That's crazy. That is absolutely nice. The engine is shoved completely underneath the dash. Like, you have all this room, why didn't you just shove the engine forward a little bit more or something? I mean, put the engine a little bit more on top of the axles. I don't know. But then this thing really throws it in your face that you did not get a diesel. And it shows you how much these trucks are just, you know, a couple little differences and then you have a diesel in it. They even have a slot here for your battery. Your extra battery, I'm assuming, is out. That's where that would go. And the funny part about this is there's obviously a slot here for a battery. That's what it really does look like. The battery is way on the other side here. You have the 6.6 liter V8, which all well and good. Everything looks nice and clean, but there's no transmission stick on these things anymore. I see oil. I definitely do see the oil, but there's no transmission stick. So I'm assuming that these newer ones are just completely sealed. Like, they really put you in the position where either you never really have to seal them all that often, or when you do, everything has to go to the dealership, and it's kind of bullshit. I shouldn't have to take everything to the dealership for every little thing. I mean, oil change, sure, or, you know, it just doesn't seem real. I just miss the old days. That's primarily what it is. I miss the old days when, you know, everything wasn't so computerized. Pretty tall truck. I do like the fact that how tall it is. I do like the fact that it does have side steps, front and back, so you can just easily grab a hold of this, put your foot in there, and just hop yourself on up. It does have mounts right here for a 5th wheel, which that is very nice. But they really decorated this thing out to show you it is a GMC. So we have GMC here, GMC here, GMC there, 3 GMC symbols just in the bed of it. And that's not even included on the back of the tailgate where it says GMC in real loud and proud. I will say this, the nice part about this truck is it does have a heavy tailgate. The main tailgate's not terribly heavy, but I'd like a heavy tailgate. Just shows that it's not just some cheap flimsy POS. Push this button here. Obviously this comes down. Where's that button at? There it is. That button opens that up, so you can easily put boards up here, flat out, and then you push this button again. Give me a second. Where's that? Right here. So you can't open that with that. It did it for me earlier, but now it's not doing it for me. So let's try this again. That. So why does it matter how you do it? Now it works. So now you have a full-on integrated step. I like that. Of all the tailgates that are out there that do things, Fords, Dodges, this is probably the best one, realistically. It really is the best one to even mess with. I really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is you have to have it in a certain sequence to open that part up. I don't know why it matters, because you can close it however way you need to. You do have a little bit of room underneath the seats. It's not crazy amount of room, like a small amount of storage, maybe just an extra straps. It's nothing absolutely the end of the world. You don't even get the little cargo bays underneath the floors here. And these floor mats interlock with each other. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. You do get little cubby holes inside the seats. That's pretty cool. But you know what, for being in the back of the truck, it's actually got quite a bit of room. I can actually see you being back here for a full day's worth of work. Everything's pretty simple on the front end. I mean, for $75,000, I would hope it had been a diesel, but it's not. A diesel is a hell of a lot more, weirdly enough. Nothing's cheap anymore, which is, I guess, expected in today's market. I really don't have too much to bitch about on this. The biggest thing I have criticism on is just little just these little things. Small things. And it's not even the end of the world. I'm just not a big fan of how, I mean, it looks great. I mean, look how good this looks. Look how good that looks. Doesn't that look great? It looks good. I've never been a huge Chevy fan, but it looks great. I do like the red on the front, on the tow hooks. Whether those tow hooks work or not, who cares? You're only gonna use them once, and if they rip off, they rip off at this point. $75,000 worth of rip off, but you know, it'll rip off. Which, I don't think we need any more logos of what this truck is, because remember they used to put the 2500 right here. Now they just put 6.6 liter V8 Allison transmission, and then they shove the 2500 way down here. Why? Why don't you just put it with the rest of it? Look, I mean, it's cool putting it there, but it's not, I mean, it's all right.